What are some of the deliberate things that you do to set the rest of the team up for success of using stories throughout the rest of their work?
I think that listening has been the most important thing. And this is a practice I always have, is just this kind of listening of the company. And for us, that might look like Slack and Basecamp and reading things and paying attention in meetings. We have the state of the business meeting that I listen to the recording to every Friday. I always wanted to be super plugged in as a webinar producer because I was like the face of the company and I used to know what was going on. So with stories, I just continued that. And I was like, I want to know what's going on so that I'm integrating that from the very beginning. So when I choose someone to do a story about, I have my own sense of what makes a good story and whatnot, but that's not the only thing I'm using. When I'm choosing someone, I'm thinking about the company as a whole, who we want to appeal to, who we want to help, who we want to be for, who can I find that's representing that. And so that's super, super important from the beginning. It's part of every single step of the process. And then when I'm asking them in the interview question, when I'm talking to them about how they're using a creator marketing platform, how they're using email and landing pages and how they're selling products, I'm thinking about how can I tell that story in a way that aligns with the story we're telling as a company, and not in a way that's inauthentic, but like truly just seeing what happens and what I get and then telling that way. That's really important. I never want to be in my own bubble. For me, it's always important to tell stories in the context of not just the company, but also the creator community. So I'm always reading up and trying to be as plugged in as possible on what's going on so that the stories are really fitting that greater context. Because you're telling stories that happened in the past. It's about how they came to be. So I'm always thinking about what's relevant in that story today. How can it help a creator? And how does it align with how ConvertKit can help a creator too?